All right, let's go ahead and get things underway. I'm going to move us over to this screen. Hey, everyone. Spidey Librarian here, and we're going to go ahead and give Spotify a bit of a rest for at least a good chunk of the rest of the stream. And welcome to Classics Revisited, the live streaming show where I, your intrepid Spidey Librarian, I watch a classic film that I have enjoyed in the past, and I react to it on the channel. This is, my definition of a classic may not necessarily square with the, real definition of a classic or your definition of a classic. All I have to do is have enjoyed it. It can be from as late as we want, including just a decade ago, like the 2014 Godzilla film that we will be watching here in just a moment. Mesozoic Mind is here. Good to see you, my friend. And hey, I like the look of that gold spider next to your name. Pretty awesome. Thanks again for being a channel member, my friend. And I'm happy that you're going to be here for this one. Oh, well, look who's here. Hello, Trouble. Trouble has learned that when Dad goes and starts a live stream, that this is the perfect time to harass him for treats. Do you want treats, sweetie? Do you want treats? I'll give you some treats. Yeah, I'll give you some treats. I'll give you some lumps of coal, huh? How does that sound? Does that sound good? No? No? You still want treats? Okay. I will get you treats. Hold on just a second. We're gonna feed the little gremlin and then hopefully send her on her way. All right. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Come here. Come on. No. You can come up there. No. You can come up there. Come on. You know how this works. You got to get on camera. And please don't drive your little don't drive your little finger knives into my glove. Come on. I don't like that. No. There you go. She being quite a little butt here. What was that? That was 4, right? That was number 4. Last one. She's like a dog with a bone. She's like taking it away and then going away and eating it. Come on. Final one. Look at her. It's like she's like, "No, I don't want your pets, Dad. I just want the food. Give me the food." Come on. No. I'm gonna trick your ass to come up here. Come on. Okay, there you go. All right. Even if you won't let me kiss you on camera, I must still give you a kiss because your dad loves you. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So to quote Benjamin Sisko from Star Trek Deep Space Nine, now that that's over with. Okay. Let me see what Mesozoic has been saying. Looking forward to this one. It's actually my first Godzilla movie I saw in the theater. Oh, wow. Nice. This also starts off the Monsterverse, which is my MCU. Yeah, here's the thing. I've seen this before. I had no clue that this was like the first film in a shared, cinematic universe. No clue. None at the time. And I didn't see this in theaters. I saw this a few years after it came out. Because I remember thinking, oh, the Scarlet Witch is in this one. That's interesting. And I know that Elizabeth Olsen did this movie before she became Wanda. Probably right about the same time, but I think a little bit beforehand. So also pretty fitting considering that I just got back from G-Fest, which is a Godzilla kaiju G-Fest? Real? I've never heard of this. That's interesting. Feel free to tell me about it because I don't know a thing about this. I'm aware of comic book conventions here in Houston. We've got Comic Palooza, but excuse me, I've heard about Star Trek conventions, and I've never heard of a Godzilla slash kaiju convention. That sounds kind of awesome. So, all right, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but I just got out of the shower not too long ago. You can probably still see that my hair is wet, and so I'm kind of getting I'm I'm primping. Okay, I am primping. So I'm just trying to get myself looking more or less camera appropriate and not like I just stepped out of the shower. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Not terribly great, but basically Comic-Con but Godzilla. Well, yeah, I know that. You can tell me about like the individual like details and stuff about it though, like tell me some things that are similar but but just different enough, like what did you do there, how, like what experiences did you have, what vendors did you go to, what panels did you go to, um how much money did you spend while you were like seriously, I want to know the experience, like tell me about it, man. I mean, like I could tell you that I go to Comic Palooza every year, which I don't, but like, I can give you quite a few details about when Stan Lee came to Comic Palooza, or the year that Tom Holland came to Comic Palooza, and I got my picture taken with him. So like, you know, tell me about your experiences. These are the things I wish to know. All right, we're gonna get started here in just a moment. Um, I'm gonna do the sound test, and then we'll see about getting things underway. So I'm going to start by putting on the headphones, muting the desktop audio, and then plugging in the headphones because, that's what we need to do here. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to just click on the movie. Okay, hopefully I'm hearing some radio static as the Warner Brothers logo comes on. Okay, yeah. So hopefully you guys aren't hearing any of this. If it sounds silent, it's all good. I'm going to go ahead and just bring us back to the 0 point. Okay. Thank goodness Amazon's timeline bar is like, I don't know. It's decent. It will tell me where I am time-wise. Like I will get the numerical value. So, okay. All right. So, we are good there. And I think at this point, all we've got to do is get started. So, let me think. I think I've got all my tools here. I think the next tool I'm gonna need is the startup for the time for the time bar, the counter, right? The timer. I don't know. The thing that shows you whatever. Sometimes my brain is Swiss cheese and it doesn't want to work, So, okay. So, before we get started, I just want to let anyone. Well, no. This would be for the people on the VOD. I was going to say, like, members don't need to really be a part or know about this because you guys know. You guys are paying for this and being able to kind of be here right during the live stream. But for those who are joining on the VOD, they may need to know this. So if you've come here expecting to see any video and or audio from the movie in question, I'm afraid that's not going to happen during this live stream. Essentially, that would create a copyright issue that I don't want to deal with and that, frankly, you guys don't want me dealing with. So what we're doing here is essentially we're kind of recording / streaming part of a reaction video whereby I'll use this footage to create a reaction video down the line that will incorporate footage and a little bit of audio from the film in question. So if you're looking for reaction video content, I'm afraid this is not it. Feel free to click away onto something else. I don't want to waste your time, and I certainly don't want the nasty comments that I occasionally get saying that no one wants to watch you by yourself on camera, which is not true. By the way, there are people in the chat right now who can disprove that. So, anyways, I'm gonna move on, and let me think. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. I'm having a late day snack. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm having some water and some grapes. So if you see me partaking, that's why. So, all right. Anyways, with the goal in mind of making a reaction video of this stream, I'm going to do an introduction to the movie. Then we're going to just put on the headphones and watch the movie. And then after that, I will do what I like to call a postmortem, talk a little bit about my experience of the film, and we'll just kind of move on after that. Also, since this is Classics Revisited, I do reserve the right, I don't often do this, but I do reserve the right to just kind of stop the video and talk about the scene in question. Again, I don't try to do that very often, but there are some times when I'm just like, I need to talk about this either, before, during, or after a scene in question. So, I think that's all I've got to say. We're going to go ahead and start the introduction, the reaction video portion of the recording, and we're going to do that right now. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to Classics Revisited, the live streaming show where I watch and react to a classic movie that I have enjoyed in the past, and I react to it on this channel. Today's featured film is going to be Godzilla from the year 2014. And again, since Classics Revisited is both a watch party and reaction, this is going to serve as a watch party and reaction to the 2014 film Godzilla. Sorry. I could feel myself wheezing there just a second ago, and I needed to clear my throat, as it were. So I took my inhaler today. So the wheezing is not coming from asthma, but I did need to do it. So I did need to cough a bit. So, all right. So I'm going to be honest. There was a certain point in my life where I just did not really care for Godzilla. I didn't really care for dinosaurs. I didn't really care for kaiju. And I would say that 2014 was kind of a good portion, like that was still into effect. It's not that I dislike these things at all. It really wasn't. It was just that I was much more into superheroes and fantasy and science fiction and, of a specific type. I mean, you could argue that, kaiju film is like an offshoot of science fiction. Wasn't interested in that science fiction. So I didn't catch this movie when it was in theaters, but I do remember watching it a few years later. And I know that this was a film that came out before Elizabeth Olsen made her debut as the Scarlet Witch, because I remember watching this movie and going, oh, hey, that's Elizabeth Olsen. Oh, that's Elizabeth Olsen. That's the Scarlet Witch. And so, I don't know. I remember putting it on one day. I was probably folding clothes or something like that, and I just needed something to watch while I was doing it. And I was like, you know what? Let's put on Godzilla. Having no clue at the time that this is the first film in what is now considered kind of the Monsterverse cinematic property. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have only seen like a couple of those movies, and they are very much out of order, and I don't know necessarily like if there's an order I'm supposed to watch them in or what. But Monsterverse is definitely something that I have very little kind of direct experience with. Um, so when I watched this, I was like, "Oh, this is fun. This is big and bombastic, and there's all of these tiny little humans trying to exist in this world where you've got this one big monster and anything else on his scale that he's got to deal with." And I remember enjoying it quite a bit. I had no clue that there was any kind of sequel planned or any kind of interconnected, other films. Like I think King Kong is part of this property or this franchise now, as are several others. But yeah, no clue, none whatsoever. I was like, this was okay, and then I just kind of like, hold on a moment, Trouble, what are you doing? Do I need to let you out? Do you want me to let you out? I swear to God, she just meowed a no at me. I was like, do I need to let you out? She's like, no. Better not be knocking stuff over or getting into trouble. I know that's your name, but you don't need to live up to it. I'm gonna try letting her out. I'll be right back. Come on. Okay. All right. I just think she gets bored when I do this and therefore tries to entertain herself by climbing into things, knocking things over, and then just rattling stuff around the floor, which of course gets my attention because I don't need to be distracted during all of this. So, hold on. Need to make myself cough again. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I do apologize. Okay. All right. So, at any point, or at that point at least, at that point, I was able to just kind of like watch it, put it down, and then just be like, well, okay, that was great. And it wasn't until a few years later that I learned there was a Monsterverse, that there were all of these interconnected, great big kaiju or kaiju esque um, slash paleo movies, and that there was like I think Kong Skull Island is one of them, and I couldn't even begin to tell you the other ones. And I'm like, really? And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I'm glad people have got that. And I kind of went about my regular day. And then I found out that this movie that I had watched was the first one. And that was just a few days ago. And I'm like, what? Because I have seen other Godzilla movies since this one, like that have been released since this one. I think there was one in 2019 that had Millie Bobby Brown in it, and I think Vera Farmiga. And apparently that one is in this universe as well. So like, is that one a sequel to this one? Like it's me trying to figure out like, okay, how does all this work together? I don't know. We'll get to it because as far as I'm concerned, if I'm gonna do any kind of a Monsterverse playlist, we may as well start with the first one, which I know I've seen. And then you guys, Mesozoic, can tell me which ones come after, which ones I should watch next, stuff like that. And, we'll see. So, anyways, I remember enjoying this one quite a bit. I am hoping that by watching it, because it has been a few years since I've watched it, it's probably been a good, what, not quite a decade? I don't know. Anyways, um, we're gonna get to this one. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, Had no clue this was the first in a budding kaiju franchise. So we're going to get to it in just a moment. If you enjoy these reactions, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoy these reactions, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. Whether you like or dislike this film, let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. And finally, you can find the full and unedited live stream of these reactions on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I watch and react to, and I'm starting to divvy them up into smaller playlists, usually by genre. Godzilla would be considered science fiction, action, and hold on. Sometimes I just have to consult my spreadsheet. So let's see. Yeah, it would be just science fiction and action. It would go under those genre playlists. And if I made a tagged playlist, I would probably make a kaiju playlist, and that would go here. And then also a like if I did a Monsterverse tagged playlist, this would obviously go in there. So anyways, you can find any of those playlists on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. And I think that's everything. So we're going to go ahead and get started in just a moment here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put on ye old headphones. All right. There we go. Okay, so as my hair gets longer, it gets in the way of things like headphones and stuff like that. I don't think my hair has been this long since lockdowns, probably. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? You like it? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if I may be allowed to be vain for a little bit here. Okay. Let me get out my tools here. All right. So, what I'm going to do, things will not be perfectly synced, but they'll be close. All right. When I throw out the thwip, then I'm going to grab the mouse and click play. And then after that, I'm going to go over to the script for my timer. Oh, I should activate the timer. You guys like the timer, right? Whether or not you like it, there it is. Okay, all right. Not crazy about it myself. That's not entirely true. I guess it does serve a function that I think is important. I am not crazy that I have it on the screen where I am, which is one of the reasons I'm considering doing an overlay that would separate like this screen out, like basically by itself, and then like there would be other parts of the overlay that had like the timer, and then maybe like donation buttons or something. I don't know. So, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay. All right. Let me just make sure I get everything in place. Places. All right, everyone. 2014's Godzilla. Here we go. Okay, timer's about 3 seconds off, just so you guys know. Okay. Legendary. Okay, so I like the illustrations of like the monsters and the scientific texts and all that stuff. And then by the same token, I also like the kind of like the redacted credits. That's really cool. One of those things like you go through this again and you want to go ahead and just like pause it so that you can read what gets redacted. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, I just saw the name Monarch on something, which tells me that like because Monarch is the organization that kind of pervades all of these films. Am I right? Tell me whether I'm right or wrong. Oh God, is that footage from like previous Godzilla films? Because again, that is some elder footage. But man, if I saw something like that on the ocean, I'd be like, nope, nope. Anti-Godzilla warhead. Oh my God. Ah. Oh, atomic bomb. For kill there, don't you think? And here we go. It's not snow. That's ash. Oh, nice transition. The treetop textures like kind of meld with the ash. I like that. All right, 1999 in the Philippines. Okay. She looks kind of familiar. Who is that? One of my favorite things to do when I watch a movie is like, okay, who is that actor? Do I know that one? Do I know that one? This person looks familiar, you know. That guy looks vaguely familiar, but yeah, she looks vaguely familiar. I don't know. Oh God. That must have been terrifying. Yeah, I bet. Okay, so now they need what? They need archaeologists? They need excavators? Are those bones? Ah, catalysis. It's a bone or a frickin' tusk or something. I don't know. Yeah. Is that Ken Watanabe? I think the only thing I know him from directly is when he played Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins. What the hell is that? It has been a few years since I have seen this, so there's plenty I don't remember, just so you... What the hell is this, and what happened to it? Okay, we got another helicopter coming in. What? Wait, what? Okay, why is there a trail? Okay, and well, I guess we're going to Japan now. Oh, God. There's nothing more terrifying to a parent in bare feet than a child's room that's not picked up. You never know what you're going to step on. Kid's like, Dad's talking about something big. Who's that actress? It's like faces that I kind of... Oh, hey! Is that Bryan Cranston? Yeah. Walter White. Walter White, yes. Okay, so they live in Japan. Oh, the American Maniac. You are a maniac. You are crazy, just not about this. I often say that to my coworkers if they're like, "Am I crazy?" I'm like, "You are crazy, but not for the reason you're saying." Oh, oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Which means something bad is going to happen to them, right? I mean, kaiju film, so I guess it's not a... Okay. Right. Yay, pattern recognition. Okay, well, when is a good time for a meeting gonna be? What if it's moving? Okay. Well, there's your first sign right there. Oh boy. Shut down the nuclear facility while the earthquake happens so you don't get an explosion as well. Okay, wifey. Get people out of there. Oh my god. Nuclear disaster. God. And all of a sudden, the action is just up. Oh my god. Okay. I don't remember what happens. Come on. Oh my god. Oh god. People get knocked down. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh my god, look at him. Oh. Oh my god. Close it. Close the damn door. Oh god. Uh, are you kidding me? Is someone what? Oh god. Oh, that is just wrong. Oh, oh, that is just wrong. Oh, oh my god. I swear to God, if they made them get under their desks, I was gonna throw something. Like, no, that doesn't work. We know that. Oh God, this poor kid. He knows what that means. 15 years later. Okay. I'm assuming that's him. That's the son. The one thing they don't is that Aaron Taylor Johnson? I don't recognize him grown up and shaven. And there's Elizabeth Olsen. Every night. Daddy did it. Okay, all right. So in 1999, we had the Philippine archaeological discovery slash earthquake, and then we had a nuclear reactor almost meltdown in Japan, and then we jumped 15 years into the. Okay. Oh, phone! Come on, stop interrupting the makeouts. Let people have their makeouts. My God. Uh-oh. Whoa! Look at her face. Who? Is it his dad? I'm gonna guess that. Yeah, everything that went on 15 years ago affected him, and he's trying to figure out what happened. She is so pretty. That is Aaron Taylor Johnson, right? I'm not crazy for that reason, right? Like, is that Scarlet Witch kissing Craven the Hunter, or Kick Ass? I guess I don't know. Or Quicksilver. Oh, I just thought of that. Oh, ugh. Why did I go there? Who? Oh, I'm like, huh? Who's that? He's like, okay, I'm interested to see the story there. Oh man. Oh, dear old dad. Oh boy. Walls are covered in conspiracy theories. Yeah. Okay, so he's been keeping track of every major nuclear incident or accident over the last 15 years. And conspiracy theories from way back in the past. Okay. This mess is a mess that I know how it's organized. Oh boy. God. So the son he just wants to put this behind him and just move on. And Bryan Cranston can't. He lost his wife. Oh. I mean, I don't know what else he could have done in that situation. Oh. That is a very, very generous offer, all things considered. It's like, up, he caught me. Dad getting caught by the son. That's hilarious. Or what is? So I'm guessing the quarantine zone and everything around it is being controlled by what, Monarch? Oh boy. Ominous music plays. So wait, did his son let him go? Did he go with him? Oh God. I can't even imagine what going into something like this must be like. I mean, would there even be dogs there? I'm so surprised that he went with him. Twist, he dies 5 minutes from now of radiation poisoning. I don't know. Ooh, that's a big old bug. This is definitely something they don't train you for. There's his old discs. Oh, is that a picture of his wife? Yep, picture of his wife. It's the three of them. Oh. And there's the sign that he worked on. Oh, God. He never went home that night, did he? So he had never seen that sign that his wife told him about. Oh, my God. You got people flying overhead. I mean, kind of looks like that. Take your masks off, you morons. Well, went to go get his dad, who had gotten arrested, and gets arrested himself. Like father, like son? I don't know. Okay, so they're taking them to whatever is over there. What the hell is that? Oh. Is that what they saw in the Philippines? What is it? I'm sorry, something pulsating like that? No. Uh-huh. He used to work here. He's like, nope, I am out. All right. The conspiracy theory. He didn't choose the conspiracy theory life, it chose him. God. That is some grade A level grief right there. Yep. You take away electronics and oh man. Wait, it sucked the reactors dry? Okay, so wait, are we witnessing the birth of Godzilla here? Is that what's happening? Like what? I know I've seen this. I just don't remember a lot of the details. What's going to happen? For now, at least. Kill the grid? What the hell is going on? Okay. What did they just kill? Why do I think they didn't actually kill it? Never how it goes in these situations. Oh. What is that? Ah. Well, but oh crap. Okay, well that ain't Godzilla. Yeah, of course. He told you it was gonna hit. Told you. EMP. Door just slides open. Man. Whoa, and there's another one. Good God. Yeah, time to go. Cloverfield is upset. Like, yeah, you go right ahead into it. Sure, we don't care. Oh God. So those things were basically what, incubating for 15 years? Something. Oh, that's a good idea. What the? Oh my god. We're just gonna, rip the thing holding us apart. Jesus. Oh god. Wait, your son's name is Ford? You named him after a truck? You want to get out of the way of any of these cables. No! Um, Ford, you want to look behind you? That's bad. You want to get out of there. Yeah, yeah, hide. That's your best option. And if any of these... Okay, so far, I'm glad none of these jerks have started shooting at it, you know? I swear, it looks quite a bit like Cloverfield. I'm sorry, Clover. Oh my god. Okay, alright. As far as I know, Clover couldn't fly. Oh my god. Yeah, she's like panicking. Yeah. You need to keep it together, sweetie. Oh. She has no idea if she's telling him the truth or not. Okay, so some of them got away and some of them got unalived. Situational awareness. I need those two. I need the conspiracy theory dad and his military trained son, okay? The dad who was being airlifted to a hospital, I assume. That's got to be humbling. Oh god. Is this how he goes out? Yeah, give him some adrenaline or something. I don't know. Muto? Oh God. We need to we need to find an acronym for everything. Who is okay, I've seen this actor. I can't place a name to his face though. Where have I seen him before? Yeah, nice to meet you, I guess. Did you call him sensei? Is that Japanese for boss or what? Oh man. Now he's lost both parents. Holy shite. Of course, of course. We are sorry for your loss, but we need you to put it aside. Give us the information that you've got. 1954. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Really? For what purpose? Gojira. Eh. Okay. And no one believed him. And who wouldn't think he was crazy, you know? Animal call? What? Oh boy. Oh God. That's a hell of a way to put it. Here's the great equalizer. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second. Um, hold on. Where is it? Damn it, I'm about to throw this off even further. Stop. Okay. 47:28. Okay, I can let this play for like 6 seconds. Okay, I can hear Trouble meowing, so I'm gonna go ahead and let her in. Then I have a couple of things to say about what we've seen up to this point. So hold on. Hello, Miss Bratley. How you doing? Yeah, you doing all right? You doing okay? I love you. I love you, you little gremlin. Okay. Okay. So I know I've seen this movie. I know I've seen this movie. I remember Elizabeth Olsen. I can now remember Ken Watanabe. I had no clue at the time, I guess, that Aaron Taylor Johnson was in this. And I don't know how I forgot about Bryan Cranston, but I apparently did. And I don't know, like, what's really interesting to me so far is that like it's not just what I don't remember, but like the mutos. I'm just sitting here like there's so much here that I forgot that this almost feels like a film first Friday. You know, it's just like wow, what have we got here? First of all, this the opening to this movie was incredible. By the way, it was just like the reactor meltdown, um, his ability to contain it, but he had to sacrifice his wife to do so. Oh God. So it sets up everything very nicely here. And I have a feeling that as we get to what looks like the latter half of this film, I will probably be a little bit more familiar with what we get. Because I seem to remember, like, once Godzilla is introduced and everything, which I get, wow, yeah, this is a Godzilla film when so far we haven't seen Godzilla. We've got, what? We got about half an hour left. And I don't think we've seen like actual Godzilla, you know, like we've seen footage of him and stuff, but that's about it. So, I'll probably remember more once it gets to that point, but so far, I guess it's been so long, and again, I wasn't as into this stuff as I am now, that a lot of this feels very new to me. So go figure. Let me see what Mesozoic has been saying. I kind of had a look. I knew he's been talking, but I haven't been looking until now. So okay, music is amazing. Amazing opening. Yeah, no, I agree. Um, we have a character at a red door about to meet their doom. Is that a Gareth Edwards thing? I'm not really familiar with Gareth Edwards's stuff, so I'm really curious to know more about that. Let me see. There it is, the main villain, the Mutos. I'm still weirded out by like weirded out, rolling my eyes. I don't know. Just that whole like, oh my god, we have to put initials and acronyms on everything, you know. Definitely take. Yeah, no, there was definitely some. It looked a lot like Cloverfield to me. Here's the thing, guys. Cloverfield is probably my all-time favorite kaiju film. All right, and it's like a kaiju film, and it's a horror film, and it's a found footage film, and like I would put it in so many different playlists, you know. So, hey, Gremlin, how you doing? I am not giving you any treats right now. You have had treats. You're fine. Okay. All right. Um, yeah, to me, killing Joe was such a bad idea as to me he was the only interesting character in the whole film. I wouldn't say he's the only interesting character, but like his character really had the most to he's the one that has had the most like to who deserved kind of a payoff, and he didn't really get it. So I love how this film takes inspiration with the events of the 1954 Godzilla movie with the atomic bomb attack. Yeah, I like that too, actually. So the 1954 Godzilla movie, was that the first Godzilla movie? I'm gonna guess that it is. It's been a while. Yeah, this underground world that's hinted at is called the Hollow Earth. It gets explored more in the future. Okay. All right. And yeah, they're building. Yeah. I mean, when we see him, I'm gonna be real happy. I'm not giving you any more treats, Trouble. I love you very much. You can look at me with all the love you want. Your dad loves you so much. But I am not going to overstuff you with treats and give you a frickin' heart attack at the age of 8. I'm not doing that. Okay? I love you too much to do that to you. All right? She's being so sweet right now. I know you guys can't see her because she's just out of frame, but she's just sitting there looking at me, and she's giving me the kitty kiss eyes. The one where they're looking at you with their eyes almost shut, and it's like, yeah, I love you. You want to come over here? Huh? You want to sit in Dad's lap? You can do that. Come on, sweetie. You can come here. No. Okay. Well, I'm about to put the headphones back on. Okay. All right. Before we get back to it, I know the timer says what is it, 47 minutes and 28 seconds. So I'm at 47 minutes and 22 seconds on the timeline for the film. So if you want to sync back up with me, you can do that. I'm gonna throw out the thwip here in a second, and then I'm gonna let it play for 6 seconds, and then I am going to um and then I'll hit the timer. So when I throw the thwip, um, if you cue it up to 47:22, that's where you'll be with me. If you want to start it at 47:28, where the timer is, you can do that too. It's up to you. All right, but that's where I am on the timeline at the moment. Wait a minute. It says that this is a 1 hour and 15-minute movie, but the timeline goes to over 2 hours. Okay, wow. All right, Amazon, you got some splaining to do, but that's okay. 2 hour movie, I can handle that. All right. Okay, you ready? Okay, we are going to get back to it. Here we go. There we go. And we should be more or less synced up now. Man. Ah, your phone's ringing. Your phone's ringing. Oh, that's right. He hasn't had access to the news. Okay, are they going to Hawaii so that they can drop him off or what? Okay. All right. Is he at an airport or what? Oh, God. Oh. Oh. That was nice of him. I better not miss my flight, kid. Yeah. He's in Honolulu. Are you kidding me? So they do have a team out there. You don't have enough. If there's one of those things out there, what are you going to do? Shoot it? Okay, an Akula? What is an Akula? What did I miss? You probably don't want to get too close. Yeah, oh god, why? Why do you touch these things? Something is still secreting, so you should probably move away. Oh. Wait, what is that? It's metallic, right? Oh. Oh, God. I'm sorry, how'd they miss that? Oh, man. I mean, to be fair, I'd be like, yeah, I kind of got to see what happens here. Oh, God. People are just like, what the heck is going on here? Why are all these helicopters doing the thing? Yeah, Ford's like, whoa, what's going on here? Jesus, can you even imagine? What is it dropping? Are those like nuclear missiles that it was feeding off of? Yeah. Yeah. That was a terrible idea. That was a terrible, terrible idea. Oh no. Okay. Okay, come on. Come on, 10 seconds. Backup generators, right? What's happening? Whoa. The tide. Tide has gone out. Oh. Okay, I think I know what's happening. Oh god, it's him, isn't it? I hope so, at least. Yeah. Yeah, you may want to get out of what? Okay. He just he just swam right under you guys. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna hurt you. Okay, well. Oh, hey, somebody saved the dog. I thought the dog was leashed to a tree. Oh, thank God. That's right, boy. You run. You run. You outrun all these humans. Except maybe the little girl. Yikes. Yeah, that glass is cracking fast. Jesus, can you even imagine? Now that's a flood. That is a flood that came on like nothing. What are we doing? Why are we firing off flares? Oh, okay. Because we want to see what's causing the flood, obviously. Are you serious? Stop it! All you're doing is tickling him. Worst case, you're pissing him off. Don't do that. um, okay, well, that's nice that the power came back on, but oh god. Oh crap. No, 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 no. Oh god, he's coming right up the line, too. And we're just gonna pass right under it because why not? Oh, come on. Come on, these people have had a hard enough day, Muto. Come on. Nice catch. Okay, so you guys probably better start climbing, and you... Yeah, I just stay the hell out of that thing's way. Oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Yeah, you got nothing. You've got nothing. You are outgunned. Why are you even do? On the other hand, I. Oh yeah. Don't you know who I am? He's like, get out of here. Right? That's what I hope he's saying. Oh God. It's like everywhere her husband has been, there's all this crap going on. Dinosaurs. Yep. Man. What's Elizabeth Olsen's character's name? Ellie? Poor Ellie, man. Okay, they managed to get out of there. That's good. Where'd the kid go? Oh, come on, kid. Stay with the dude who's looking after you. Oh, okay, all right. He found them. Good, good. Oh boy. I guess we're monster hunters. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so I was like, what happened? Where that thing flew away, apparently. Was there a fight or did it just run away? And apparently Godzilla is going after it, and they're like, we're with him. We're just going with him. He's okay. Are we getting big explanation here? Who is that actor? Oh God. There's another one? And so they're storing the spore in Nevada? It's in Nevada. The desert in Nevada, apparently. Okay. Okay, where are they heading? Yucca Mountain Nuclear Waste Repository. You know, like you do. Looking for the spore? Okay, I got a big glowy thing here. Okay. Oh God. Something tore right out. Yeah, I'm like, really? Helicopter flyover could have confirmed this. Yep, there's another one. Another Cloverfield looking. And it's headed for Las Vegas. Oh God. Yeah, time to go. Oh. Oh. Why are they playing Devil in Disguise here? God. Yep. Nope. These firefighters are going to have their work cut out for them. Holy shite. Is that in Paris? Oh, Jesus. It's calling a mate. Oh, gee. We definitely don't need that. Is that where he lives? Is that where Ford lives? Is that where his wife is? Oh, okay. What else are you going to do? I don't think that's a good idea. She's like, I just don't have anything to say to you, Admiral. What is this? Okay. August 6th, 1945. Okay. Wow. That's a throwback. Oh boy. It's like, I don't have any gear on me, damn it. Excuse me. Hmm. Where's he going? Amtrak? EOD? Oh, demolitions? Okay, that's high risk. Damn. That'll get her attention. Okay. Oh. You do not want to be here when the military does their thing. Okay, so I guess they're putting him on that train? I hope the train ride doesn't get disrupted. He's already had one train disruption. I mean, okay, so yes, this is ridiculous and stupid, but I can't imagine that I would not want to do the same thing, hop in a car and get the hell out, and then you run into stuff like this. So they're ordering a nuclear strike. I'm assuming in a civilian area. Yep. Oh God. Yeah, I have a feeling that's not a good idea, just in general principle, but you know, you know how the military tend to be in these movies. Like, hit it harder. Oh boy. Oh man. Train disruption. Yeah, there is screaming on the other end, dude. You really need to read the room. Okay, so what do we do? Do we go forward or not? Okay. Oh, I have a feeling this is going to be very, harrowing. That is a tough flashlight. Holy crap. Uh-oh. That's not good. Uh-huh. We're just throwing tanks here. Oh god. Uh was it taking a nap on the mountain? Did it just laugh? This thing doesn't give a damn about you. We'd be ants compared to this thing. Yeah, no. No thanks. Good flipping lord. What is that? Is that like an egg sack or something? And it's just gone. Just gone. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Why are you so mean, Muto? Oh. He's like, you guys brought me snacks. Thank you. That was very nice of you. Well, I don't know that he's getting to the hospital in time then. Hello, Wolfie. You can go. Oh my god. Okay, are there any other survivors? Because get up. Is that a? Oh yeah, they're picking up missiles. Man, I swear. What are you gonna do? Those are snacks to them. Oh, that's right. Three birds, one stone. I don't know, guys. I know that Godzilla's appearance caused a lot of destruction, but like, he's huge. That's gonna happen, you know? Wow. Yeah, poor kid. Oh, keep it together, keep it together. Yeah. Nice little, like, lip tremble right there. Very subtle, but it was there. Unbelievable. I mean, I did, but I'm up and I'm around now. Of course there are. Wouldn't be an action movie without them, would there? Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just bananas. What are you doing? Okay, they're positioning themselves along the bridge. I think that's a terrible idea myself, but I'm not a tactical expert, though, am I? And bus driver's like, what the hell? Stupid bird. Man. Okay, that was a decent jump scare, but still. Oh, that's him. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to the railing here. Yeah, that would be my reaction too. Oh. Okay, all right. Yeah, let's start panicking. It's like I am just going. And that's why he was going. What are you doing? And that would be terrifying right there. He's like, would you stop it, please? I'm trying to help you. Okay, where did the obstacle go? Where'd that bridge cable go? Why is it suddenly gone? That's not how that's supposed to work. He's like, you guys need to stop firing on me. Oh god, here we go. Boom. Yep, that's bad. Well, that's bad. I swear to God, if that's her husband on the parachute. Oh, okay, yeah, because they're falling out of the sky because they don't have any power. Okay. No way it can be her husband then. Ooh. What was that a Yeah, I thought that was one of them. Okay. These people that have seen this thing are going to be in therapy for the rest of their lives. We like causing destruction in cities. Oh my. Hi there. Hi, you want a snack? Oh, that's delicious. That's a very tasty. What is Are they creating a nest or something? What's with all of the I'm sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. She's going to be fine. What? Skate to the top and drop. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Building a nest. Of course. This is a we can't rescue you scenario, which gotta have those too, right? Oh boy. We've got monster philosophy going on now. Okay, what are you doing in an office building? Oh my god. Time to go. And then on the other side, what do we have here? What up, everybody? Yeah, you better. Oh, God! Just grabbed it with his jaws like it was nothing. Hmm. He has something that his dad never did. Picture of his wife. All right, Mr. EOD. I'm guessing explosives, ordnance, demolition, I guess. I don't know. God. Jumping from something like at that height is something I could never do. I would be paralyzed. All right, what are we about to see? Yep, that's what I would expect. Come on, Godzilla, destroy it. So the smaller one's the male and the larger one's the female, right? So I think the larger one looks like it has egg sacs or something. I'm telling you, man. Something of that scale, that would scare the crap out of me. Yeah. Yeah. Snipers? What are they doing? What are they firing out of their gun? Nuclear missiles? Nuclear bullets? What are we looking at? What you screaming for? I don't know why you would want to be anywhere near any of this. I would want to be like way above this in a helicopter observing if I were anywhere. Okay, there's the scream I'm familiar with. Okay, so then did Godzilla kill the male one already? Cuz they were fighting and um okay, wait. I'm sorry. What's down there? Brain Swiss cheese, sorry. Oh. Okay. Is that a nuclear warhead or something? Yeah, I'm like, what is that attached to? What is it, another cocoon? Little baby monsters, basically. It's like, sorry, baby. Gojira's here, and he does not take prisoners. Oh God! There's the mail. Oh God! Well, I hope no one was in that building. All right. Is that Ford? Yeah, it is. Okay. What is he? What is he gonna do? God, I can't even believe. Just the scale of this is amazing. Where'd he go? Oh, he's blowing this up. He's gonna light a match and just throw it on there. That was the kind of lift he was not looking for. Oh, my babies! Nice. That's actually a pretty brilliant move. Yep, all dead. And that's the guy who lit the match right there. She's like, you. Oh no. Oh, I know what's coming. Good night. Good night. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta blow them the breath. That's right. Rip her apart. Okay, look, you frickin' you hook-limbed Cloverfield ripoff with wings. I swear, they're putting this thing on a train. The way things have gone with trains in this movie. Oh, okay, no, it's a boat. Never mind. Brain Swiss cheese. There we go. Of course she is. Good God. Okay, and now it's coming back. Uh huh. Whack. Oh, into the building. Nice. Wow. Must have smacked him pretty hard. At the very least, the male Muto seems to be knocked out, if not, you know, deleted. Man. Oh, hey. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Oh, God. Yeah, I was gonna say, your bullets are doing nothing. You're just making it angry. Oh! Okay, missile to the side of the jaw. Alright. Yeah. Oh. Jesus. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna set it off? Or is he gonna stop it? What's he gonna do? Okay, where is he sending where is it going to then? Oh man. EMP. Well, crap. Flipper the bird for just like one last time. Or you could pull out your pistol, I guess. I guess that's a form of. Talk about a clutch save. Jesus! Dang! Just casually drops her head into the ocean. No big deal. Okay, but what's the point now? Two of them are dead. Thanks to Godzilla. You gonna nuke him too? Oh, he just fell right down. He's like, I did it. I'm gonna take a nap now. Oh, buddy, you need to wake up. You need to wake up, son. You need to disarm that thing. I assume it's a nuclear warhead that's about to go off or something. Oh no, we're just gonna airlift him out of there. Okay, well that's certainly an option that I hadn't considered because I am a non-expert about such things. Like I cannot stay conscious here. All right. Yeah, he's just like, I'm taking a nap. Yeah, I'm sure thousands are still missing after. Okay, so they found his son. Good. Oh, yeah, I can't even imagine a crisis on this scale. Yeah, wake everyone up. There she is. Oh, yay. She's probably like, okay, we are going on a long vacation after this. I don't care what the military says or who calls. King of the monsters. It's like, okay, look, guys, I did you a solid. I took my nap. I'm getting up and I'm getting the hell out. Peace. I'm going to assert my dominance and then I'm going to leave. And look, that was relatively painless, right? Yeah, dude, and then boom, right there with the credits. Right. That was so much fun. So much fun. I really enjoyed this one. Okay. So initial impressions. Again, I forgot a lot of this. Like, oh my god. Um, it was a very abrupt ending, which I just got done watching. I watched a movie recently that also had an abrupt ending, Ma from 2019. Um, it's always a bit jarring when like it's just like here's the credits, you know. Um, I would have figured there would have been a bit more falling action, people being like, okay, you know, is is he on our side? What's the deal here? Like a little bit more of a a kind of a final contemplation before we saw the credits. But yeah, it just kind of smacks you in the face, like disappears under the water and boom, you know. So, but overall, I had a good time. I like that. I thought it was pretty clever the way that they basically used two different time periods to tell this tale. They do 1999 and then they do 2014. I really wish for more of that, though. We'd seen a little bit more of Bryan Cranston's character. He didn't need to survive, but like I feel like maybe there should have been a little bit more of him. But with all that said, um, it was still a good decision, especially when it comes to kind of introducing this as a franchise. That's another thing that I like is we don't like normies like me, muggles like me, civilians like me are gonna just watch this and think it's a one and done. That's certainly what I thought the first time I saw this. I was just like, yeah, I mean, you know, it's good. I enjoyed it. It was fine. And then like, yeah, like this is apparently there's going to be more coming down the pipeline. I guess that's where this shared universe differs from certain other shared universes like the MCU, where the MCU would go out of its way to be like, no, 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 there's more coming down the pipeline. Here are some of the connections, you know. And this, it's just like this could be its own story, and that would be fine, but it's not, you know, and I kind of like it. So, all right, Mesozoic, what do you have to say? I love the face Godzilla gives it for like Long Day 2. Yeah, that's true. A lot of fans lost our minds when Godzilla finally used the famous atomic breath. Dude, that was so cool. Like, as soon as I saw the glowing tail, and I don't think I'd ever seen it travel up his body or anything. But as soon as I saw the tail glowing, I'm like, I know what's coming. I know what's coming. So, all right. The way Godzilla kills the female Muto, labeled as the kiss of death. Okay, yeah, I like that. All right, over Mesozoic enjoys Godzilla 2014. It does feel slow at times, and the characters can be a bit boring, but it's a pretty good start to this cinematic universe. Yeah, um, I don't really have an issue. Like the slow bits don't bother me because I kind of look into things like that. I get enthralled at the cute little relationship that Ellie and Ford have. I don't know, like stuff like that doesn't bother me. I'm like, oh, that's cute, because it's going to come into play later. You have to establish the stakes. So, but yeah, I get how some people they're just like, nope, let's just get to the action. I get that too. The soundtrack is pretty great too, though I wish we heard some of the classic Godzilla theme. I don't even know what the classic Godzilla theme is. I don't. So, and thus the Monsterverse begins, starting a new series of movies, a TV show starring Kurt Russell and others too. Isn't Wyatt Russell in that as well? Doesn't he play like the younger version of that character and then Kurt Russell plays the older version? I heard about that. I was like, that's clever. That's very clever. That is kind of a good way to do it. I don't have access to Apple TV, so I can't watch that show. I can't watch Ted Lasso unless I want to watch clips on YouTube or something. So that's a little disappointing, but it is what it is, right? So Mesozoic, that was exactly the piece of information I was waiting for. If I do the rest of the Monsterverse, the next will have to be Kong Skull Island. It is a distinct possibility. I haven't and I don't think I've seen Kong Skull Island, so that would have to be a film first Friday. So it was in -1. Okay, so then I have heard it. I just don't recognize it. Okay, that's all good. Okay, we've got about 30 seconds left here. I want to try to stop this at the right time. When I say stop this, I'm talking about the timer. 19, 18, 17, 16. Okay. No post-credit scene. At least I don't think there's one. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay. All right. Okay. That was really good. That was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm going to take a second to move some things around before we start the post-mortem, and then we will get into the rest of it in just a second here. Let's see. We stopped the timer, right? Okay, and now I am going to reset the timer, close the timer tool, and then send the timer away because that is how it works for me. Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm moving a couple of things over. We're going to get started in just a second. So, all right. Kong Skull Island is pretty great too. It stars Samuel L. Jackson and Loki's actor. Oh, Tom Hiddleston. Nice. Very nice indeed. Okay. All right. This was so good. This was a lot of fun. And really, I mean, it must be like a good 6, 7, 8 years since I've seen this because I remember seeing it. I did not remember a lot of the details, and I forgot about the Mutos. I forgot about Bryan Cranston. I forgot a lot of things, so this may have been a rewatch, but it felt pretty close to a new watch, and really, I quite enjoyed it. So, um, overall, again, I'm not the hugest fan of kaiju, but like stuff like this is definitely entertaining and stuff, and something that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, this is fun. I'm enjoying this. Let's continue to do more of this. Um, I mainly remember that Elizabeth Olsen was in it, because I'm a guy and Elizabeth Olsen is fun to look at, I guess. That's the big reason I can seemingly remember her involvement. But one of the interesting things about this film is that Ford is just like pretty much everywhere that these Mutos end up being. It's like, okay, I got to go to Japan to get my dad. Oh crap, Muto, comes up. Okay, all right, we're going to Honolulu. I've lost my dad. That sucks. He goes there. Boom, Muto. Oh man, then it's like, okay, well, they're converging on your home, like San Francisco. Well, guess I got to go there and deal with it too. So I don't know. I thought that was funny. Felt a little bit convenient, but whatever. You kind of got to go with these things from time to time, and so it's fine. But I think what I really liked about this film is that it did a really good job of conveying the scale of just these monsters, these things. They are huge. They are much bigger than us and our weapons, and like short of a nuclear strike, I don't know how you're going to do damage to these things. So it's whenever I saw this, these guys firing their guns at it, it's like that is probably one of the worst things you can do in that situation. But you got to have these kinds of things going on in these action movies, especially, I mean, the military's that's what they're trained to do. They're like fire, threat, fire. That's what they do. So, but yeah, like again, something that big would just terrify me. And I've spoken during some streams about how like the appearance of Arishem over Earth in the Eternals, that was like a moment of nearly like mind-bending terror that I experienced for about a split second, but it was just very. Hi. Hello, how you doing? How are you? You're my sweet little gremlin, you know that? Yes, you are. Your dad loves you. Your dad loves you so much. Can I continue? Can I continue doing my talk? Huh? No, 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 you can't come there right now. No, no, I love you. You can't go over there. She's trying to get up on the table or on the desk. So, all right. Oh God, where was I? Let's see. I'd been talking about the scale. But yeah, like I I remember when Erisham appeared in Eternals, and for a second, for like a split second, I was like absolutely like I experienced a level of fear that if it had continued, probably would have driven me insane. And then I remembered it was a movie. But for a split second, they really got me in that movie. You can say what you want about Eternals, but Eternals gave me one of the best moments out of a Marvel movie ever. Okay, seeing something on this scale, even sometimes when I'm like driving in towards the city and I can see the outline of downtown, and I would imagine what would happen if it were actually like under attack by a kaiju, and I'm just like, I don't even know what I would do. I would just be like and I think part of my brain would just shut down. And so I like the way that is portrayed. Things get close enough, and the soldiers are just like, You know, like what are you gonna do? So, and again, as a starter for the Monsterverse franchise, I don't know much about the Monsterverse franchise. I know the Godzilla's in it. I know that King Kong's in it. I don't know if there's any other monsters in it, but apparently we're probably going to find that out at some point. So, you know, I'll keep that franchise in mind for future movie projects and streams and stuff like that. But it was you know, it is a good intro in terms of just telling a single self-contained story that again can be built on later. And I appreciate it for doing that, at least without trying to hit you over the head too much, like, hey, there's more coming. You better, you know, you better keep your eye out because we got more monsters coming for you. I think they just kind of went ahead and were like, okay, that was good. We're going to make another monster movie. And maybe like in Kong Skull Island, we'll get a little bit of connective tissue between it and Godzilla. I don't know. I have no idea. So, but in any case, this was a good watch. I enjoyed it, and if I were to give this a letterboxd rating, this is at least 3.5 stars for me. I hello. She's like, Dad, when are you gonna let me get over there? When are you gonna let me get over there? All right. Yeah, no, this is easily a 3.5 star movie for me. I had a genuinely good time. I really enjoyed the scale of things. I enjoyed the storytelling. Um, I would imagine that at least in other Godzilla movies in this franchise, I would imagine that at least some of these actors would return. I Ken Watanabe, his character seems like one that I would think would return. I don't know and I don't remember because I'm pretty sure I've seen the 2019 Godzilla movie too. Um, but I forgot it. Like I have forgotten it. I don't know. I don't know. So, anyways, um, no, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed this quite a bit, and hopefully you did as well. Thank you for watching this reaction. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and thwip the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing as well. Also, if you enjoyed this reaction, consider sharing this out to your friends, your family, your followers, anyone that you think would enjoy my reaction to these media. What'd you think of this movie? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know why in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you about this film. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. Wow, my brain just didn't want to remember anything after that one. All right, I'm gonna try it again. You can find the full and unedited live stream of this reaction on my YouTube channel. There is a master playlist of all movies that I've watched and reacted to, and I'm starting to divide them up into smaller playlists, usually by genre. Godzilla 2014 would be, let's see, science fiction and hi. Godzilla 2014 would be science fiction and action, and I would probably make a tag playlist for kaiju films that this would be in, as well as Monsterverse if I decide to do a, you know, a series of Monsterverse you know, watch parties, because some of them I've seen. Apparently the Godzilla ones I've seen, at least 2 of them. But I think any other ones that are in there, I have not seen them. So those would be film first movies. So anyways, regardless of their status, you can find them on my YouTube channel under the category Watch Party. And finally, channel memberships are now live on the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel. Check out the membership tiers and see which benefits you'd like access to. Perks include shoutouts, which, by the way, shout out to Mesozoic Mind, who is here on stream today. Thank you for being a channel member, my friend. Members only videos, members only live stream, early access to selected uploaded content, and channel members get consideration in helping me choose Classics Revisited titles. And that's not even mentioning my custom emotes and badges, which I think look pretty good. Check out the membership tiers today and see which perks you'd like access to. All right, and I think that's everything. So thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. All right. Let's see. Honestly, Godzilla needed this movie. His last movie bombed at the box office and basically disappeared for 10 years. Now, was that the Godzilla movie that had Matthew Broderick in it? Because I've never seen that one. I can tell you I've never seen that one. Well, trust me, the Mutos are only a small scale to who's coming. The Monsterverse, let's just Godzilla's most iconic villain, his Joker, basically, is coming. I don't know who that is. I seriously don't know who that is. So yeah, it's good that I don't know. It's good that I don't know, because if we're going through with this, it'll all be fresh, and so I definitely am looking forward to that. So, but yeah, so Kong Skull Island would be the next Monsterverse film. Okay, all right, we'll keep that in mind. And by the way, Mesozoic, just so you know, I'll put this out in the Discord chat as well. I have a members only Discord chat. Let me know if you have any suggestions for next month's movies. I'm still working on those. I want to announce them soon. But since I already happen to know at least one of the movies I'll be watching, and next month's theme is anime, so I don't know. Is there any Godzilla anime out there? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be anime. Make whatever recommendations you want. The themes do not constitute the whole of the month or anything, but I kind of like to keep I like to keep the theme in mind when I'm selecting media for the channel. So, all right, no, the movie that bombed is the 2004 movie Godzilla Final Wars. Okay, never even heard of that one either. Holy crap. I don't even want to know how many Godzilla movies have been made, because there's probably way too many for me to watch. So, I should watch the original one at some point, especially since I've watched Godzilla -1. So, I'll keep that one in mind as well. So, all right. Well, anyways, I'm going to get going. I have some other things that I need to attend to. I might stream tonight. I might stream some Elden Ring or Vampire Survivors or something else later tonight. So, but I think I'm going to get going in a moment here. I'm going to take a second to throw out my custom emotes, and I think at this point I'm just going to go ahead and call it. So thanks again for watching, everyone. Thanks to Mesozoic for being here and watching this with me and commenting. I appreciate it. I should have this ready to go in a couple of days. I'll release it on Tuesday at noon, hopefully. But I want to make sure I edit the movie, get the sections going and everything like that, and then we'll get it out hopefully by Tuesday. So, anyways, thanks again for watching. This is Spidey Librarian. Hold on a moment. Okay. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.